After years of waiting, after years of anticipation, after many delays, a scrapped album, and so many fit pics, the hype for Playboi Carti's next album was immense. And since his last album, Whole Lotta Red, I saw in real time his fan base grow from a fairly regular base that would appreciate his music to a group that worshipped his very existence. And I would sometimes take part of that, but not for no reason. Ever since his last album, you can hear his influence from a lot of up-and-coming artists. This album started a new wave of rap, which is crazy to think about because it seemed like everybody, including his fans, hated his album on its release, but now it's considered by a lot of them as his best. From then on, Carti has been looked at as a musical genius. But the delays for his new album, I Am Music, did cause a lot of us to lose hype and hope for this project ever releasing. People would call him a liar, a false prophet. People felt like they were duped by the singles he was releasing because they thought the album would never come out. Then many of us came to the conclusion that we left Carti in 2024 when he didn't drop the album that year. Then he said the album was dropping that Friday, and the hype instantly came back. I mean, we had the bald British guy confirm it, so we know it's really happening.
New music!
Thank you, Carti. I never doubted you for a second. And after, of course, a few more delays, having dudes wait all night on the album that ain't even released until the next morning, he finally dropped I Am Music on Friday. His first album in almost 5 years and his first collaboration album ever with DJ Swamp Izzo. And the number one question is, did it live up to the hype and is it good? I liked it. I mean, it's magnificent. I ain't never heard music bless my ears like this before in my life. Carti's the GOAT! But I do have some thoughts. Let me tell you everything I liked. First, there's energy in both vocals and production throughout the entire project. I can imagine almost every song on here being hype at concerts, which makes the album a fun listen. Songs like K-Pop, Toxic, Crank, Coca-Cola Knows are all exciting songs for me. And the intro track, Pop Out, I wasn't too into it on a first listen. I was low-key thinking, why is this the intro track? The beat sounds like an alarm clock. But after a few more listens, it has grown on me. And I'm not gonna lie, this might be my favorite song on the album. I'm being so for real. This song is just pure hype. Second, the features on here are stacked. There's The Weeknd, Young Thug, 2 Future features, 2 Lil Uzi features, 3 Travis Scott features, and 3 Kendrick features, which I'm surprised he's even on here, let alone being on 3 songs. And I'm not here to talk about the hypocrisy of Kendrick wanting to be on this album while dissing Drake being a deadbeat dad, while at the same time being featured on an album with one. Those are valid criticisms, but I'm just here to judge the music. And I like every song Kendrick is on. Backdoor, he don't do anything crazy, but the song is supposed to be a vibe anyway, and that it is. Good Credit just overall slaps. It's a hard track, especially Kendrick's verse. He's spitting rhymes and tweaking at the same time. And when he said, Carter my evil twin, Carti my evil twin, bro, that's just funny. How can you hate? And him on Mojo Jojo, he don't spit a verse, more like he's just introing the beat drop, but I still love it.
Yo, Carti, I need that Back to the Future. I need that extraterrestrial PP, Carti. Give it to me. Just like that, Carti. Just like that.
When I heard Kendrick say that beautiful poetry, I felt that in my dick. Travis and Carti on Philly also goes hard, although it sounds like a Travis Scott song featuring Carti. I still enjoyed it. Like Wheezy with the first ever SpongeBob feature, sounds like pure happiness and joy. I get all giddy when I hear it. Charge Them Hoes of Fee, Future, Carti, and Travis coming back together on the track Sense Type. One of my favorite songs of last year. I don't feel the same about this track, but it's cool. Lil Uzi's features were nice too. Even though he only plays on 2 tracks that are only 1.5 minutes long, he gave a nice verse on Twin Trim and a verse on Jumpin' that sounds like an elementary school rhyme. And I don't mean that as an insult, it's a fun song. And the song We Need All the Vibes with Young Thug and Ty Dolla $ign is such a good summertime song. I can already see myself walking at the beach or pool, listening to this song, feeling like the man. The features on here really elevated the album for me. I'm a fan of all of them. With that, combined with Carti's energy and the cool production throughout most of the tracks, this album is almost great. Almost. I like the album, but there are things that hold it back for me. First, other than the songs Good Credit, Pop Out, and Crank, there are no other songs I would say I love on here. A lot of likes, but not much love to give. And I have to say, I think the album is a little bloated. And songs I formerly loved before the album release were low-key ruined, like Hood by Air and Evil Jordan. Look how they massacred my boys. Evil Jordan now has a minute-long intro that sounds like those TikTok edits of the song. And when the beat is about to drop, he adds this ugly-ass snare and a Roblox gun sound effect, killing the beat drop of the song. This song did not need all of this, bro. Save that intro for the concerts. Then Hood by Air is also ruined by the unnecessary snare in his intro and throughout the whole song, bro. Why was the snare added? I don't know. I love the original versions of this song way more than the album versions. This snare is added in a lot of songs. Most of the time it's not bad, but those two songs, it sticks out like a sore thumb. The song Opium Baby sounds like it was straight made using a soundboard. Not just that, it don't even sound good. It might sound good for schizo memes, but nowhere else. And although I do like Crush, the song sounds like one long intro. The song feels like it's building up to something grand, something magical. Then it never happens. The beat drop was underwhelming. Travis is just doing ad-libs the entire time. Then Carti drops a short verse, and after that, the song is basically over. And I'm disappointed. When I heard that snippet Carti dropped, I was like, yep, this is about to be the best song on the album, just to be hit with 3 minutes of build-up. I'm also a little disappointed that he didn't add Backrooms or 2024 on there, even though it's 2025, but I still like the song. He did add the songs on his album to his website though, and all you have to do to listen to them is pay $8 in this economy? Thank God for SoundCloud. This one hurts, but I can't not talk about the alleged AI use of Rather Lie and Find You. Now, many people are speculating it to be AI because his vocals sound very off on those tracks. I have yet to see no great evidence of these two tracks being AI yet. None of this is confirmed, so I'm not gonna pass it off as fact. So, you know what they say. Ignorance is bliss, so I'ma still be bumping Rather Lie until this is confirmed. Outside of those complaints, yeah, I like the album. When listening to Carti, I'm not expecting anything groundbreaking nowadays. I'm expecting music that would make me want to break the ground. And the album delivers that for a lot of it. There's a lot of tracks I like, but there's also a lot of tracks I'm just like, for. Y'all gonna hate me for this, but if I were to rate every Carti album out of 10, it'd be like this. His self-titled an 8.5. Dial It, a 9. I love almost every song on that album. Whole Lot of Red, a 8. And I would rate I Am Music a 6.5.
Oh, hell nah! Hang him!
Okay, wait a second. Even when I don't compare it to the rest of his albums, after all, comparison is the thief of joy, I would still rate it the same. I think it's a fun album, but most importantly, I think this is a concert album. This is an album that's meant for the people to go crazy to at his performances. And I believe it at least achieves that. Like, I watched that Rolling Loud performance on Sunday. His set list was lit. And do I think it lived up to the hype? Honestly, I'm satisfied. I've been blue-balled of this album so many times that I'm just glad it's here. And it's not trash. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. I had fun with this album. I know I can't get lit to Beethoven like the way I do with Carti. Debussy, on the other hand, Carti gotta sit down for it. I'm signing off. And in conclusion, this album needed way more Swamp Izzo.
I like